Far across the howling plains, tunneled deep into the humid underground mushroom jungles of the Shinhair, we bring you Hex Hunter. Howdy everyone, welcome to Hex Hunter. Today we're going to do a special arena-based Hexonomics episode. Just recently, we had the patch come in that brought in some brand new cards, some brand new alternate art cards that really, I think, changes up a little bit of the economic landscape and a lot of the economic positioning that the community is going to be doing. And these cards are the alternate art commons that they've just released. And these are the first cards that have been released for a standard amount of gold with an alternate art, really catchy, fun aspect to them. They're really good standard cards. They're fantastic playable cards in PvP. And they look absolutely beautiful to be able to take into PvE, and they're acquired only through the use of the PvE currency. And I think what this does is it gives us an interesting sense on what the comparison of the value of gold is to the standard desire to have alternate arts and really fun and interesting cards. Many times when we looked at existing alternate art commons, such as the alternate art Darkspire Punishers or the alternate art Adamanthian Scriveners, those cards have not commanded a huge amount of gold value for when they were released, but they do command a pretty consistent platinum value, and those have a really limited run. What we're finding with these is that ideally, if this holds for in perpetuity or at least for an extended period of time, these cards are essentially ubiquitous because you can buy them with gold. But it's interesting their amount of gold. Their amount of gold is 25,000 gold. And let's put this gold in perspective. So the average arena run, the primary source of gold, will net on average about 6,200 gold per complete run. So if you get all the way to the end of arena, you make it through. If you don't necessarily beat all the challengers in between, but you definitely beat all the bosses, you can expect about 6,200 gold. Sometimes less, sometimes more. It depends on a little bit of variation. But that's not a bad number to sit at. So to get a complete playset, so 4 of each of these, it's going to be 100,000 gold. Just to get a single one of these is 25,000 gold. So to get just one of these, you not only have to complete 4 runs, you'd have to have 4 lucky runs to be able to afford any single one. So really, you average on going 5 complete arena runs to get one alternate art common. That means even if you have a fairly fast arena deck, you spend about an hour trying to go 15-0. That means every one of these cards is worth 4 to 5 hours of human time. Gold is just the medium that slides through. So every one of these is worth, we'll say, 5 hours of human time. So that means a play set of these is worth 20 hours of your play time in Hex going through the arena. A full play set of those times 6. So to give you an idea, if you wanted to play set up every single one of these cards, which I think Survival of the Fittest being one of the neatest, you will probably have to run on average 97 complete arena runs to get the full playset. To get a single playset, so just 4 of any one of these, you're looking at least 17 complete runs. And that's a lot of time. And you know what? People are paying for that time. People are generally paying for a single card anywhere from 200 to sometimes 300 platinum, depending on whatever the favorite is and what the market's doing. And if you happen to have some of these purchased up, if you have some gold stashed up, now is the time to go ahead and buy these guys with gold, and you can turn it into some fast platinum. Because you know what? To get 5 hours for a single card, it's not that it's ridiculous. We've spent times on many other things for nothing in return. But the grinding aspect of this, it's going to take a while before you're able to grind out enough arena runs for your full playset. Unless, of course, you get lucky and you hit a dragon. You hit a dragon, you got a playset of one of them. So keep dragon hunting out there for Uranaz and hope you get that win. The other thing I think is really interesting to mention is that with this increased incentive to continue to run arena just to grind out these commons, the biggest thing that we're going to see is we're going to continue to see a continued flood of equipment into the auction house. With only the exception of a very, very, very few pieces of equipment, it's not a good idea to buy equipment right now. It's great to go ahead and put any of your extra equipment up. Put it up. I recommend putting it up for gold at this point because it'll help you get towards your commons a little bit faster. But very few pieces of equipment are going to sell for platinum. Look for the ones that do. Go ahead and put them up. The way to be able to tell what's an equipment that is going to be sought after is think of how much that piece of equipment makes Arena easier. Because people are going to buy equipment that makes the Arena easy to get gold. A good example of that is actually, we'll go ahead and pull it up here. So we're going to go into the card manager to look at it. One of the most popular pieces of equipment, one of the most sought after pieces of equipment right now are the Tinkerer's Robes. The Tinkerer's Robes are for your War Machinist. The War Machinist is a fantastic card that whenever you play an artifact, you deal 1 damage directly to the opponent. The Tinkerer's Robes allows you to take that damage and hit all opposing troops. That in and of itself is hugely powerful, and it means that you can have a low-cost artifact deck be able to perform the board wipe necessary that keeps this deck from slogging across several of the encounters. The crux of the aggro dwarf decks, especially the Sapphire Ruby ones, is that if they can't maintain a powerful board state fast enough, they get slowed down. But as soon as you have the Tinkerer's Robes, you're able to clear the board state with your War Machinist and continue hitting in for damage. And it keeps for a very fast deck. It almost trivializes Arena. So when you have a piece of equipment that, if you look at it and go, this makes Arena easy, that is a valuable piece of equipment. So in any case, I want to thank y'all for watching. This is just a quick little Hexonomics blast. If you like this style, if you like how quick these ones are, if you want something more in depth, leave a comment on the video or go ahead and leave a comment here at 5 shards. That'll get back to me very quickly, and we'll see about maybe getting a little bit more Hexonomic stuff out, that we're getting a more vibrant economy going on now. Y'all have a fantastic and wonderful day. I'm Mokog, and this is Hex Center.